Hello, citizens. It's your boy Landscaper, and I am bringing the October 5th, 2952 USC Newsletter. Jumping right in, we have a cabinet update. During the month of September, members of the cabinet processed general org maintenance and other mundane tasks. Additionally, we continued work on the USC rebranding project, which included a new site. So, in regards to the new site, last month we secured hosting. So, we have a subscription set up for a new host to the site, and we also have a new domain name. So we're excited to get that rolled out along with the new rebranding efforts that are still ongoing. Additional planning for org specific tools such as our member org scraper and our database, and also a crew builder tool is being considered. Very early days for the crew builder in particular. But we look forward to showcasing that and rolling that out for the org's consideration and use eventually. Another idea that we're considering, but it's not been vetted yet, it's just still an ideal, is the creation of a set of dashboards that could be used in conjunction with these newsletters. And they'll help report and convey snapshots of data. And I'll show everyone some of our ideas on that at the end, towards the end of this presentation. So, but a big note, of course, all of this is work in progress. So now is the time for any feedback or ideas or suggestions. And of course, assistance is always welcome. Chancellor update. Consideration for topics going on right now for what we will put up for polls during the month of October. So far, Kaylin is working on revisiting and updating the USC Constitution and presenting that as the topic of the month. So keep an eye on that. And also, guys, if you all have any ideas or thoughts, please reach out to Zane or even Kaylin to help him with possible topics that could be presented in the future for the Senate to consider here. Okay, reminders. The Carrick won the ship showdown. So feel free to go over to the RSI website and check out the tournament overview. And they got some cool interactable cards here. So it's pretty slick. Check it out. 318.3 is currently in wave 1, guys. Rumor over on well, I can't tell you my sources, I guess, but there's a rumor out there that 318 won't be ready for testing by the general population in time for this year's in time for the 318 to launch by CitizenCon. So currently there's a 0.3 patch going on, but it could also be a stealth patch. Because so far CIG is neither confirming nor denying that there won't be a 318 in time for CitizenCon or shortly thereafter for that fact. So the best we can do is just stay tuned and temper our expectations and not be disappointed if 318 is in fact much more delayed. So just wanted to put that out there. Check out the fleet yards. The USC has the fleet yards, especially to our recent members. We've picked up a few in the last months. And if you guys need help rolling your existing fleet into the USC fleet over on fleet yards, feel free to reach out to Landscaper or Kane. We can help you with that. And as a standing order at this point, but I'll always leave it in the newsletters, is that all members are welcome and encouraged to create groups. It's through groups that we have activities and events, and a large part of the game is playing with other folks, especially your org mates. So even to the newest member and even to the oldest members of the organization, we enjoy the game better as a group, and we can only do that if we utilize the tools to put together activities, form groups. They could be as simple as just, hey, at flight, I'm looking to play later this evening. Join me if you're available, all the way to having something planned where you need, a certain armor suit on, certain equipment, certain ships, things of that nature, the full range. Now is the time for us all to utilize these tools so that we can become familiar with them and be proficient at this stuff when the game goes into beta or proper launch. Okay. Recruitment update. So we're anticipating a large influx of new applicants, as is typical when major patches roll around. So if any of you would have a bit of time, please consider joining the recruitment onboarding team to help expedite any applications that come across, so that new members are onboarded, made to feel at home, and we have plenty of folks on hand to help them become a citizen. Okay, number 2 under recruitment update. Work on a new USC rebranding website continues. I kind of alluded to that at the intro. We could use some help at this point. If you have any experience with media, graphic arts, storytelling, editing, anything like that, please feel free to reach out to Landscaper, and I'll be happy to get you on the media team and get some help. Okay. Speaking of media, we are in need of members to the media team. In my opinion, the media team is the second most important department in the org after the recruiters. And it's an opportunity for everyone to put forth their talents and create advertisements, recruitment advertisements. It can even be just graphic arts. It could be still art. Help us on our socials. Help us, by hosting a TV show on our Twitch and YouTube channels, for example. So, we're wide open. We have a lot of slots, a lot of positions, a lot of ideas, a lot of things that we can do. And the sooner that we can get some traction, get some people in play working on this stuff, the better we'll be for it in the coming years as the game gets closer to a proper launch. Okay. So yeah, check out the USC's YouTube channel, and we've been working on a standardized USC stream overlay. And as a matter of fact, I can click over and just show everyone what we have going on. So the first overlay that we have is the starting soon overlay, and what's consistent on all of our slides now is that we have a bit of USC lore in the background. Here's a great opportunity for some input. Maybe if you enjoy storytelling or if you're a role player, we have a great backstory, but we definitely can use an overpass and a review of it all. And even that Prime 1, that was sort of a placeholder. This was created about 9.5 years ago. So we could definitely go for a refresh on our lore. So if you enjoy storytelling and you want to contribute to formulating our backstory for the USC, now it's a great opportunity to contribute to that. Okay. Here's a quick example of what I was speaking to. If anyone wants to be a sports broadcaster or a news announcer or or just host sort of like an art show or an exploration show or engineering show or on our YouTube or our Twitch channels. Um, for example, I'm hosting a radio show where I'm just basically streaming music. And the next series that I have planned is a USC Reacts video series. So, like your typical Inside Star Citizen, and maybe to even other Star Citizen content creators like our very own Forrester. Maybe there's some synergies and some opportunities there. So, guys, the tools are in place, the templates are in place. I think Twitch has a feature where there could be various co-hosts that could share the same stream, the same channel. So if you're interested in covering racing, for example, or covering the kart racing that's coming out of 318, might be a great opportunity to host a 30-minute segment, and we can have it on our broadcast using the same slides and stuff like that. Also, Streamlabs has a co-op option, a collab cam option. So if I fire up the network and someone wants to collab and we could kind of co-host, or I just turn off my camera and the member just takes over from there, maybe that's a way that we can continue to grow and participate in the USC television network. So we have an intermission screen overlay that we finalized. Okay. Another great opportunity to, the longer we stay live, the longer we can attract eyeballs. Maybe we can capture some new players who could utilize our Star Citizen code. And every time someone uses our code to buy the game, they get 5,000 in-game credits, of course, and we get a chance to get closer to perhaps getting a javelin. And we'll use the javelin as a organization ship, and that'd be great to have in our fleet. Alrighty, and show you all our Be Right Back overview or overlay. And the last slide we got here is the ending stream. Okay. So speaking of ending the presentation, I'll go ahead and sign out from here. Let's see here. Yep. So I think that's about it. Okay, guys. Well, thank you very much for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you learned something new from the newsletter today. If you have any questions or comments or suggestions, please feel free to reach out to Landscaper, and we'll take it from there. Carry on, citizens.